To get the most out of this eclipse on October 2nd, work with balancing both the dark masculine and the dark feminine. What does that even look like? For me, those dark spaces are usually, obviously more shadowed, but they're definitely going to be more personal. Stuff that you don't tell anybody else about, those certain characteristics or parts of yourself that you don't really let other people see very often within both the feminine and the masculine archetypes that you sit with in your life, because everyone is going to be in those energies a little bit differently. And part of the reason I bring that up is because with this eclipse being in Venus, it literally requires us to balance the masculine and the feminine and the giving and the receiving, which in my opinion, and that's more complex than common speak, is the masculine both gives and receives and the feminine both gives and receives. So work with it how you need to. But each, the feminine and the masculine, are gonna draw a deep knowing from those shadow places and spaces. And for there to be a really deep, dark feminine power with that dark moon that's in Libra, we must also be able to hold space for that deep, dark masculine power to come through to balance us. This is a part of that justice speak and the justice talk that's been going on around this eclipse. And one of the things that's really supporting this right now also is that we have Chiron retrograde in Aries, where the North Node is. So this has been helping us heal our inner child, especially when it comes to masculine energy, as Chiron has to do with more of our patriarchal wounds, whereas the dark moon has to do with more of the matriarchal wounds. So if you're able to have healthy space for both of those energies for this eclipse, I said it in my podcast, I'm gonna say it again, everything that leaves your lips during this eclipse is a contractual obligation with your future now and with yourself. It's an eclipse where we're binding contracts within so that we are able to then go forward and make and receive what we're asking ourselves to do with our lives. But that also requires that we're in our masculine energy too. So the balance of that feminine and masculine in the shadowed places really is important. If you want to sit and meditate on that or just have the awareness of it, however you want to connect with it, it's just something that I realized with myself. My really deep, dark, shadowed masculine came back through for the first time in several years and was like, hey, what's up? We're back. And I realized, oh yeah, we are about to have that eclipse with all that energy pouring into it. So figured I would share. Keep brewing, keep doing what you need to do. I'm going to go back to getting my workout on, and I'll talk to you soon. Gratitude, reverence, and love to you. That's true.